What does 444 mean? In numerology, 444 is often referred to as an angel number symbolizing protection, guidance, and spiritual encouragement. What does 67 mean? 67 is a prime number following 66 and preceding 68. It has no positive divisors other than 1 and itself. What is computer? A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information, or it has the ability to store, retrieve, and process data for a variety of tasks. What is life? Biologically, life is a characteristic that distinguishes physical entities that have biological processes, like signaling and self-sustaining processes, from those that do not. Philosophically, it is existence, consciousness, and experience. What is telescope? A telescope is an optical instrument designed to make distant objects appear closer, containing an arrangement of lenses, or of curved mirrors and lenses, by which rays of light are collected and focused. What is human? Humans, Homo sapiens, are highly intelligent primates belonging to the hominid family. They are characterized by complex brains, language, deep emotional capacity, and advanced problem-solving skills. What is Pluto? Pluto is a dwarf planet located in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of bodies beyond Neptune. It was classified as the 9th planet from the Sun until 2006. Why man land on Moon? Humans landed on the Moon during the Apollo missions primarily driven by scientific exploration, geopolitical competition during the Cold War between the US and USSR, and technological advancement. What is today? Today is the present day. You can look at the corner of your operating system taskbar or phone screen to get your exact active local day. When does summer start? In the Northern Hemisphere, summer usually starts around June 20th or 21 with the summer solstice. When is the next full moon? The lunar cycle repeats every 29.5 days. Look outside tonight if it's not full, it's working its way there. What is my IP address? Your local internal router IP address is usually something like 192.168.1.1 or 10.0.0.1. What is AI? AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. It is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems, enabling them to learn, reason. What is a VPN? A VPN, virtual private network, encrypts your internet traffic and routes it through a secure remote server, hiding your real location and identity. How to make French toast? Whisk eggs, milk, cinnamon, and vanilla. Dip slices of bread into the mixture, then fry them on a greased skillet over medium heat until golden brown on both sides. How to make pancakes? Mix flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. Whisk in milk, eggs, and melted butter. Pour batter onto a hot griddle, flip when bubbles form on top. Can you freeze milk? Yes. Leave some space at the top of the container because liquids expand when frozen. Thaw it thoroughly in the fridge before drinking. What temperature is chicken cooked? Chicken is fully cooked and safe to eat when its internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit 74 degrees Celsius. Why does my stomach hurt? Stomach pain can be caused by gas, indigestion, stress, food intolerances, or minor viruses. Why am I so tired? Common causes of fatigue include lack of sleep, dehydration, poor diet, excessive stress, lack of physical activity, or vitamin deficiencies. What causes hiccups? Hiccups are caused by involuntary spasms of your diaphragm muscle, often triggered by eating too quickly, carbonated drinks, or sudden temperature changes. What causes high blood pressure? Factors include high salt intake, lack of exercise, smoking, chronic stress, genetics, and age. Where is your liver? Your liver is located in the upper right portion of your abdominal cavity, just beneath your diaphragm and right above your stomach. How life on Mars look like? Currently, scientists haven't found active complex life on Mars. If life exists there, it is most likely microbial, bacteria-like structures, hidden deep underground or within frozen ice caps. How big the Sun is? The Sun is enormous. It makes up about 99.8% of the total mass of the entire solar system. You could fit approximately 1.3 million Earths inside the Sun. How small is our Earth? Compared to the universe, Earth is like a tiny grain of sand on a vast beach. Its radius is only about 6,371 kilometers, 3,000. How big is our galaxy? The Milky Way galaxy is roughly 100,000 light-years across. It contains between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. What is telescope? What week of the year is it? There are 52 weeks in a year. You can calculate the exact current week by dividing the total days past this year by 7. How many ounces in a gallon? There are 128 fluid ounces in one standard US gallon. How many grams in an ounce? There are approximately 28.35 grams in one dry ounce. How many cups in a quart? There are exactly 4 cups in one US quart. How many ounces in a pound? There are exactly 16 dry ounces in 1 pound. How many teaspoons in a tablespoon? There are exactly 3 teaspoons in 1 standard tablespoon. Why does my stomach hurt? How to unclog a toilet. Form a tight seal around a hole using a flange plunger and plunge firmly up and down. If that fails, an toilet auger, snake, can be used to break up the blockage. How to sew a button. Thread a needle and knot the end. Push the needle up through the fabric and one hole of the button, then down through the opposite hole. Repeat 5 to 6 times, wrap thread around the base, and tie off. How to iron a shirt. Iron the collar first, then the cuffs, sleeves, yoke, shoulders, back, and finally the front panels. Hang it immediately so it doesn't wrinkle again. How to paint a room. Clear the room, patch holes, tape off edges with painter's tape, apply primer if necessary, paint the edges/corners with a brush, and use a roller to fill in the large walls. How many countries are there? There are 195 universally recognized sovereign states in the world today, which includes 193 UN member states and 2 permanent observer states. How hot is the sun? The surface of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit 5,500 degrees Celsius, while its inner core reaches a scorching 27 million degree F, 15 million degree C. How many people are in the world? The global human population has officially crossed over 8 billion residents distributed across the continents. What happens when you die? Biologically, the body's metabolic functions completely cease. Conceptually and spiritually, beliefs vary beautifully across cultures, religions, and philosophies around the world. When did the Titanic sink? The RMS Titanic hit an iceberg and tragically sank in the early morning hours of April 15, 1912, in the North Atlantic Ocean.